Siemanko, witam wszystkich. Zdobyłem te lepsze żagle i ten lepszy kadłub. Spróbuję tam dzisiaj popłynąć. Znaczy się. Poboczne rzeczy to ja sobie... Ja chciałbym przed premierą Rezydenta 9 skończyć te pilarsy. A te takie poboczne pierdołki robię ze streamami. Ważne, żeby ten wątek główny być. To jeszcze jutro albo pojutrze chciałbym Rezydenta 2 ograć, tego z 98 z premierą 9. Wrócić właśnie do Vakus. Jeszcze przed bombardowaniem. Ciekawe, czy on teraz tam popłynie, czy dalej? Jak nie popłynie dalej, to ja już nie. O, udało się.
Whoa, that's, where would you even stab something like that?
What manner of creature is this?
Madika. Is that some kind...
Kara. And I thought I was the master of first impression.
Stay close, Ishi. That's one heavy burden.
I'm not too proud to admit when I'm scared.
Aye, sure, that. Whatever that be.
So alone. Never alone. Exokaizo reached. We're the gates of Akaizo. We guard the silence of Akaizo. Your disturbance. Aethus has disturbed the bones of Akaizo. The old pacts permit him to pass. Akaizo is closed. The gates are barred. Our covenant with the Old Ones does not forbid questions. The son of Ngati deserves to carry truth to Barath's wheel.
I do not plan on joining my mother in the beyond this day, Ancient One.
No bo jedynka jest zajebista, a dwójka jeszcze lepsza.
The chosen people of the Deadfire called Akaizo home. The outsiders were their contemporaries, full of wisdom, ingenuity.
That sure sounds like the Ingwithans. Guess they got around.
The outsiders passed from the world. None of them remain.
Not all of them passed. But we got the one they left behind.
No dokładnie, zombiaki ci nie biegają, kurwa, jak Atoboldo. Tak jak się ma. Powinny ruszać zdechlaki. One się tak ruszają właśnie. A nie, że kurwa, wiesz, zombiaki to sprinterzy na 100 metrów. To szybciej od geparda biegają. To jest kurwa bez sensu.
The outsiders traded, collaborated, learned and built together. Outsiders augured the doom of the Old Ones. The rift unmade them both. The outsiders coveted ancient Ukaizo. Its occupation was a hindrance. Machines were built on a foundation of outsider lies. When the machines were nearly done, the outsiders constructed bodies of flesh and bone. Skeletons now. Their remains litter ones which drew the spirits of the dead through a sieve. Finally,
A to tam co chwilę oni
the
się zmieniają, na
outsiders
tym
fashioned the Guardians
nie to wszystko, że na
over
serio.
their work. Our bond with the Old Ones compelled us to they offered us a trade. Eternal life for eternal service. We were ordered to slam shut the gates of Ukaizo for all time.
And the Ingwithans turned this thing against my ancestors?
Necessary, son of Ngati. The outsiders vanished from the world. Quiet gave way to chaos. Storms battered the seas. The sleeping hearts, when the last screams of the Old Ones faded, only we
Trochę
remained.
przypomina tą maszynę z Horizon Dawn.
None but the green colossus, whose every footstep disturbs tranquility.
Wolałbym tą drugą część Horizonu. Poczekam, aż będzie w jakiejś fajnej filmie.
You were the first kith to visit the shores of Lost Ukaizo, and you will be the... Now you know. And nothing you have learned can spare you from our obligation. May your journey through the wheel be an informed one. You chose death when you set your bearing, traveler. Prepare yourself.
Better run!
Just like the stuff.
Yeah! There's a harpy!
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
To our enemies!
Oh, good.
There's a treat.
As was.
Worth and rough!
Just like that.
This does not work.
Not possible.
Jakaś hybryda, kurwa, powstaje.
Guess they don't like my thing. Seeing trails. What are these distractions?
How do you like that?
Doesn't matter.
Milani, spermeri publices.
Better run! Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Beyond sick.
Another attack, Cap.
Oh, good. Didn't work.
You're mine!
Just like that. I can scarcely believe it.
You're something
Oh,
special.
good.
Death to our...
Stuck. Exceed on.
Word of that rough. Cannot whack him any harder.
Just a scratch.
Kurwa, odporności.
Just like that.
You're mine! Just say the word.
Yeah.
I'll be more than half-handed, right? I don't think so.
Maldito! Try a different position. Time to separate the chaff. Does nothing.
Yes! How do you like that?
Word of that rough.
I'm listening. Just like that. Can't get a clean hand.
Better run!
I've got this, Captain. Speak freely. Gone, darn it! Aye, aye. You were saying?
Nie, nie. Oni tu dopiero w remake'u. Siema Grzechu, witam. W tym remake'u na GameCube coś się poprawił. Poszła ta zmiana. Ale ona mi się nie podoba. Nie no, Resident będzie przed samą 9, tak jak mówiłem. Pojutrze chyba, wiesz? To znaczy ma być coś podobnego. Na podobnej zasadzie. Zobaczymy jak to będzie. Fenix teraz w Residenta 1 gra, kurwa, jakieś tam craftowania. No bo jedynka działała maksymalnie w 30 FPS-ach na PS1.
I'm listening. Give me the order.
I hope you got a way of turning off that storm. Looks unfriendly. Mean-spirited, even. The Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. Might as well be a different world. Well, hard to miss what you can barely remember. All I know is my life took a turn when this world came stomping into mine. These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us. No, I broke a wheel once too. My mom had this spinning wheel. And well, I was playing with it in the way a young child might when his parents are out. It wouldn't go back into place, so I pushed it harder, and anyway, I got whipped pretty good for it. I used to think of the gods as being like parents to all of us.
5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands of souls, but the choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aora. Good. I know you'll choose wisely. And no matter what happens.
Te Pilarsy jedynka są w kurwę lepsze. Dwójka nie jest zła, ale jedynka mi się w chuj bardziej podoba.
Once again, it seems you have led me into a divine mess. At least this time we will see that, and thanks to you, the company will benefit in the end. I am honored to have served with you, Watcher. You are and will always... Let us go. Aethys awaits us.
Tak, tak, no. Będzie ci chodziło. Do 20 nawet.
We gonna do this or what? If it's all the same to you, Watcher, I'd rather not miss the moment my god brings the darkness down upon us. I want to see Gone become... How could it not? Gone is the aspect of death and decay. The other side of Aethys, who we know governs the process of... Tell me, Watcher, can there be a god of light and birth if souls themselves... It was.
No i co, Grzesiek, kupiłeś tego moda do plecaka w końcu, czy nie?
Think of all the souls I could have gathered if I'd reaped them right. Sure, you can trust me at your back, even if you're going... I thought it'd be different how it turned out, but I couldn't dream of any other way. Now then, shall we go face my god, whether we're meant to wither or thrive? Consider me your second
So, here we stand on Lost Ukaizo. Considering that all the powers of the Deadfire have scrambled to convert, my parents gave me an earful about the horizon span.
All I can see is good folk tussling over...
Time to confront Aethys, hopefully for the last time. You know what you're doing? No time to waste then. I'm about as ready to confront him. We're doing good work here. Setting foot on Ukaizo is a statement that Captain... you got us here in one piece. If there's a better compliment out there, I don't know.
I look back, and I ain't but half sure how we got ourselves here, Cap.
Nie, bo o 18 się dopiero włączy.
Coming out here lean and lonesome, sailing us through that mother of storms,
Tu
landing us
jest
here,
różnica 6 godzin.
wherever here be. Give a second and a half on you.
Normalnie o
you do.
północy.
No denying that.
6 godzin różnicy to 18.
Trying to seduce me, Cap. Somebody had to be keeping your spectre-speaking ass alive. Let's get to doing whatever fool thing we...
I am thinking that Aothus has come this far, and he will not wait on you before he finishes what he started. If he shatters what is sat in the heart of Ukaizo,
Ale to
this
pistolet
action will
kupiłeś,
ripple
to nie
beyond
jest
the
ten
Deadfire.
Gangausa.
The Howana could use a
Pistolet to ja
change,
wiem, czy on
an
ci będzie
upset,
potrzebny.
something that gets them working together. History has shown that we thrive in
Ty co, czy
adversity.
jaki kupiłeś? Pistolet chyba za 200, tak? No bo ona nie miała teraz planów chyba minigana Gaussa. To pistolet miała.
The land of my mothers, as real as anything that rises up from the bed of the sea. Also,
Ja go nie
smaller
kupowałem.
knives should be as interesting as the last time I confronted a god-possessed Adra Colossus. Captain, I am my mother's son. I have seen things you would not believe. What say? Shall we find him, Captain?
Hey, you make a compelling point. If I must choose between unending drudgery, a cosy if I don't leave an optimistic impression. Our chances of survival are as high as they are ever likely to be.
A different storm. A bigger one. I am afraid we will... You do not know Yezua. I hope you do. What happens after is in God's hands. But now... Now I would stay with you. If you would have me. Good.
It wasn't the threat of death my procedure sought to avoid. But now I face the god of rebirth, who's set on destroying the wheel. If I'd known in advance, perhaps I'd have held off on the experiment itself.
Kinda sounds like you want Aethys to succeed.
Ale co?
Regardless, we are here now, and I stand ready.
If I didn't know you better, Watcher, I might be wondering if you had a death wish, right? Doesn't seem real, this Ukaizo. Keep half expecting to wake up sweating in my bed at the med. Regretting one bit, it's a privilege. Even if I'm just watching over your shoulder.
Pogadali. I ruszamy dalej. Ku przygodzie. Ura.
Already on it.
Ale jeszcze zobaczę, może też go kupię. Tak zobaczyć w ogóle jak się nim strzela. No bo to faktycznie nie jest drogi. No. Tylko, że ja go wczoraj nie kupowałem, bo kupiłem jeszcze to do herbaty ten ekspres.
I have stood here before. As a boy, I dreamed of a tower made of water. I stood at the pinnacle and made obedient this tower. This Vitangati's covenant, the first form of water shaping. It is here, waiting for me.
No mówię ci, że nie wiem, bo o 18 się dopiero resetuje. Przecież mówiłem ci. To jest 6 godzin różnicy, bo normalnie wiesz, w Stanach się resetuje o północy, a u nas się resetuje o 18.
So beautiful. But look what they have done with you.
Znaczy, przepraszam, o 12 się w Stanach resetuje, a u nas o 18. Nie wiem dlaczego tak. Znaczy wiadomo, bo jest różnica czasu, nie? Ale nie wiem dlaczego akurat u nich o 12 się. Nie na przykład o północy, no ale nie wnikam w to. Czy u nich dopiero... Czekaj, czy najpierw się u nas resetuje, a u nich dopiero o północy? Nie wiem, ciężko jest mi powiedzieć. W każdym bądź razie u nas się resetuje o... ten, o 18.
My people never doubted that Ngati's chosen would find our ancient gift. I am ready, Watcher.
Czyli za 11 minut.
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra, the bell's ringing is soft. Not the clangor and torrent.
Nie no, ja się tak właśnie kurwa tak patrzę, no co chwilę się pytasz o codzienne, przecież ci powiedziałem, a ty się dalej kurwa pytasz.
Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that...
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid night stands before you, her gaunt face.
Free of your duty to me, perhaps. Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time. And you will do so as the Herald of Barath.
The pallid night inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was entrusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Eora's
coddled children learn nothing that is not spoon-fed to them. With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled...
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead. And we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us
A z tymi 4 cyckami to mi przypomina tą mutantkę z pamięci absolutnej.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
You underestimate your kind, Watcher.
Boudica's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our...
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Aethys' actions. I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Aethys' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher.
Dobra
They are
firma.
born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
And yet you come to Okaizo alone, with none at your back. All that Kith stand to lose. And even then your leaders could not join hands. Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, Kith have had their chance. It is time.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the...
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe? I only suggest that you walk into this future with eyes wide, Watcher. The mantle of responsibility is a heavy one. Broad though Kith's shoulder. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to destroy it. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Eothas now. When you stand before him,
the gods depart one by one in brood.
Momencik, bo ktoś do mnie coś napisał na Discordzie.
Vareth is a fool if she thinks I'll let her enjoy the last word. You were trusted with a heavy responsibility, Watcher. Speaking, instead of working with mortals, you came this far on your own. Society needs us. Eora searches for its queen. Before we part, what compelled you to reject every dissenting voice and go your own way? Consider my curiosity appeased. For now. In our grandest, whether you heeded my wisdom or not, everything you've done to get this far has informed. I hope you're satisfied with your performance. We've learned much from each other. The trading companies, the locals, and even the pirates had desperate, half-cocked plans to counter this threat. You denied them all, rightfully judging. I couldn't agree
Zresztą
more.
wszystkie frakcje w tej grze to są, tak naprawdę mówiąc, pierdolnięte jeszcze ci łani, czy jak tam się nazywają, twierdzenni, no to jeszcze najlepsi.
The rest of us will be sharpening our blades.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm...
It seems we're all still here.
It is good to see you awake.
Do not touch the machine again, I say. The delicate...
If all your missions involve this many head wounds, then... God's darnation. My head.
In here with me thinking we were right and proper dead.
Jak tam pójść?
So now it comes to this, Aimiko. You think to steal my golden dream, but my gratitude is yours for disabling the storms. It seems I did not require Rivan's ship to reach Ukaizo in the end. Not on your soul. I have waited until the next life.
Right between the eyes.
Beyond seek.
Is it possible?
I've got this, Captain.
Ulu Zen.
You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the gods' great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you find an immense Engwithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries, the pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar...
Strange to see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants. Flowers, all people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Mighty One, I once desired to return that power and beauty to the Huana. Now I wish only for the tribes to find it themselves. If not here, then elsewhere. Was I wrong? Have I failed them? Takehu, the gods have already decided so much of your life. I would not shape what remains. You know how your people could benefit from your help. You have also come to see that this life is yours to live as you. Deciding what course to take is not easy. But if you do not choose, your life may pass you by as you stand at the crossroads.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
Ukaizo's corpse is beautiful, my god. This, its current state, is but one spoke in the ever-turning wheel of life and death. And so but you seek to break that wheel. I beseech you, Gone, that when you do it right. Burn to ash every odd...
It saddens me that the harvesting of souls in my name has brought you to this place, Shoti. But I am the cause, and I can only hope that after I am gone, you will see there is a brighter future for mortals. It is a future that...
I ain't never chatted up a god before. Feel like I should be asking something profound and philosophical. And yet, thing I'll be wanting to know, what be stopping the other gods from coming down and just setting this shit back straight? And then you breaking it again. This be our new tides, then?
A wise question, Seraphim. Have no doubt, some of the gods are already trying to figure out a way to fix this. It is not beyond their capabilities. After all, we made these machines, but it is not something they can do easily. Not without mortal assistance. It will...
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing? Without even...
Aloth, we are all gods and mortals. But inaction carries its own moral responsibility. One must always do as their conscience dictates, even if that means abdicating a position of power.
Rawatai gave everything they had to reach this place. In the end, they fell short of hitting the mark. Will we ever have another chance to prosper? Or was this damn island our last hope?
Only you can answer that question, Maya. Rawatai has persevered through great adversity. The storms that ravaged your homeland have ended. But that in itself may present new challenges for your people. It is my hope that after I am gone, Rawatai will work together with its rivals to create a new world.
I want you to know.
But Pallegina, you do so only because in this, you foresee that we have wronged you. We have wronged all mortals. But after this moment, you may see a change in my brothers and sisters. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel? It is pity for mortals that drives me, Watcher. I have felt it in every step I have taken to cross the Deadfire. And what more would you have me do? It is true. While the eventual restoration of the wheel will bring them relief, they will suffer until that time comes. Thank you for making me think of the lost souls, Watcher. I will provide a haven for them after my work here is finished. Indulge me in a moment's curiosity. There is something I wish to know about Eora, about Kith, that I can only learn through your eyes. You followed me all this way, dodging an armada, navigating an impenetrable wall of storms, voyaging across uncharted seas, besting a guardian who existed to bar your trespass, with the machinations of gods echoing in your ears. And you did so on your own. That is no small achievement. Kith across Eora will hear the tale of it and look to you with awe. I believe that mortals possess the strength to collaborate and shape a future of their own design. Not all of my brothers and sisters. I had hoped your actions would set an example for the future, demonstrating the resilience and coming to Ukaizo unencumbered by alliances proves a different point than the one I intended. But it is a valuable one. What inspired your decision, Watcher? Did the choice echo your foundational beliefs? Or were you influenced by observation?
I thank you for your perspective. Yours is not the only opinion that concerns me.
No to
But
koniecznie.
for the moment, it offers much to consider. All I ever wanted for mortals was growth, transformation. Once, my brothers, some have forgotten themselves, giving into fatalism or tyranny. Others have succumbed to apathy. It brings me great sorrow that crisis is the only way to set the future in motion. Would that I could pass the responsibility of heralding your darkest hour to another. You shirked the aid of others and came this far alone. But I think you'll find that the future is built on trust, cooperation, and understanding among kith. I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer. You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
O widzisz.
You are free now. As free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you. But always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Adra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted. The machine spins erratically, but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart.
No wiesz, że możesz sobie coś przypasować chyba raz, nie? Jak ci któreś zadanie nie pasuje.
His right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Adra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys's arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes, as Aethys's shout echoes throughout the valley. As Aethys's voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood. Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the within machines, yet it continues to glow. Priests and mystics have strange dreams of an island of eternal dawn at the... As a Watcher, you see what these dreamers cannot. The souls of the departed drifting toward the Adra Colossus and the twilight afterlife within. And while Maras Nua stands frozen over Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith, but they do not intervene. They watch and argue, wager in reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys. You have accomplished the impossible, and you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire. Your feats capture the awe and imagination of a world that needs heroes. With each day, your legend grows, as does the chaos in Deadfire. Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and the Efekia Channel becomes the site of a near-constant battle as the Huana and the Rawatayans vie for control of the unprotected island. And while they chip away at one another, the Valians and the Principi pursue their own ends with increasing abandon. Emboldened by their rivals' distraction, the Valian Trading Company seizes territory and mines luminous Audra at a startling pace. Juana Village. To support their operations, the Valian Trading Company begins shipping ever greater quantities of supplies and luminous Audra to and from the archipelago. This attracts the attention of the Principe. The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents. What starts with angry words escalates by the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the... As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. With the major powers at one another's throats, Nekataka becomes a maelstrom of chaos. Spies and smugglers follow the flow of refugees into the city, where violence is common. The pirates continue smuggling food into the gullet, and the Raparu embrace their benefactors, aiding and concealing their smuggling operations. The loss of Skiarilifus's essence weakens the Water Shapers Guild. Their power wanes and their influence fades. Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesongo, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars, the children of the Dawnstars, respond to Aethys' sacrifice by taking up the lanterns and sickles of the Harvesters of Gone. They become pilgrims of essence, gathering souls across Aora and ferrying them to the haven. Ruanu, the chieftain of the Huana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. The leaderless tribe eventually scatters. Some head to Nekataka, while others seek out the Wahaki. The dead flow, an iceberg in the southern sea, continues to grow unchecked. As the ice spreads, so too do wild tales of a hideous dragon. Word spreads of the primal island of Kazuwari, once home to an arena that hosted bloody competitions and fearsome ordeals. Wild tales whisper that the spilled blood attracted a terrible beast of scale and fang that slaughtered those gathered at the island. A vast monstrosity of tentacles and flesh erupts from the Black Isles in the eastern Deadfire, before vanishing into the depths. None know what drives the Titanic. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Adair returns to Hesongo, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. Realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose. Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And plagued by constant nightmares and hallucinations, Shodi becomes increasingly disassociated from reality. Meanwhile, her power continues to grow with every soul she harvests. You start to notice sliced up animal corpses everywhere you two travel. But when confronted about it, Shodi stomps her. If Aloth has learned one thing from your adventures, it is that the forces shaping the world are vaster and more complex than he had ever imagined. Thus, it is with great relief that he abandons his labors against the Leaden Key. Without Theus at the helm, You let Romaro go, and the former pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edier Empire, Old Valia, and the Republic.
Escape, wchodzisz w tryb fotograficzny, bodajże te.
Seraphin seems,
Albo na mapę, wchodzisz na mapę i tam masz na dole napisane, nie? Na przykład tryb fotograficzny też. Albo wchodzisz na mapę, wciskasz Escape i tam masz też tryb fotograficzny, sezony, nie? No i resztę robisz tak, jak masz tam napisane na dole.
When he leaves, he does so with little fanfare. Nothing but a roughly scrawled note slipped under your door. Be seeing you, Cap.
A te do questów na przykład, co masz do tych wyzwań, no to robisz aparatem w grze, które tu się znajduje i składa na prawie.
Furious when they learned that Pallegina had assisted the Watcher in claiming Ukaizo. In the chaotic aftermath, the company takes a more nuanced view of Pallegina's actions. The turmoil in the region allows the well-organized Pallegina renews her relationship with Giacomo, corresponding with him regularly, and even meeting with the old Animancer once or twice a year. Though she does not understand the intricate details of his research, she reads his letters and responds with time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all though Maya's covert assignment in the Deadfire is considered a success. Few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives, whenever you come across Maya, Shodi is never far off. The two of them spend every available hour. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza. Takehu distances himself from the problems of the Deadfire, giving that your farewell is your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to as the Watcher of Cadnua.
Podobnie jakoś. Nie było tego tekstu. Nie no, gra była spoko. No tak jak mówię, do jedynki to ona za bardzo nie ma podjazdu. Chyba zajebiste. A już takie cukiereczkowe, walkie-talkie. Tam człowieku. Koniec. Game over. No i fajnie. Nie wiem, czy jeszcze coś dzisiaj będę odpalał. Zobaczymy, jakiś tak czy inaczej, ja muszę... Racja, co bym robił. A jak nie dzisiaj, to widzimy się. Trzymajcie się i pa pa.